Woo! I am just full on summer vibes today. I got my neon yellow shirt, I got my bright orange lip, I got my lightning bolt necklace. I don't know, spring is coming, I'm feeling good. So welcome back to my channel. This video is probably like super late. That's just the trend on my channel lately. Whew. Adulted man, I tell you, it's hard. That's all we're gonna say about that. So in today's video, you know what we're discussing. You clicked on the title. I'm going to be talking about the BH Cosmetics Lost in Los... Wait a minute. It is called Lost in Los Angeles. It's in really tiny print right there, but that is the name of this palette. And for those of you who don't know, BH Cosmetics has this like whole travel series going on where they have a bunch of eyeshadow palettes, like face palettes with different destinations. They have Tokyo, Barcelona, Hawaii, etc. And now they have their newest one, which is called Lost in Los Angeles. And this is actually the first travel palette that I picked up from their series. Because, I mean, how could you not? It is so beautiful. It just has like a bunch of spring pastel colors. And this palette does retail for $17. And you can pick it up on both the BH Cosmetics and the Ulta website. And at the same time they released this palette, they also came out with a brush set, which I did not get. And they came out with a highlight palette, which is called Aspen and Apres and Aspen. I don't know. It's their Aspen palette. And this is also $17, which is a little bit pricey for a highlighter palette from BH Cosmetics, I think. You do get very, very, very generous pan sizes. And now obviously, like, these are full-on shimmery, glimmery highlights in not very wearable shades, I gotta tell you. But I don't know. I thought this was fun. I thought it was a little bit different. It caught my attention, so I got that along with this one. So let's just start with the palette. You get 16 eyeshadows for $17, so it's just like almost $1 a piece, which is extremely reasonable. Unfortunately, you don't get a mirror in this palette, and it's a little like, okay, packaging, cardboard. It's got a magnetic closure. It's not the most luxurious of packaging, but you know what? For $17, it doesn't really bother me is my point. Like, yes, I'm a sucker for cute packaging for sure, but it's not gonna deter me from buying something either if the packaging isn't like, oh my gosh, so cute. So let's get started and play around with this palette. I'm thinking some kind of like orange fun look, and yeah, let's just see what we come up with. How about that? All right, so I asked and no one said a darn thing about whether or not this distance was okay, if you wanted me to be closer to the camera, further away. So I assume that it's okay, and we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take WeHo, and I'm gonna put that in the crease. I like it. This is like a pinky coral shade. Okay, wow, a fair amount of fallout from this shade, but if it's worth it, then it's worth it. Ooh. Okay, I do find that to be kind of standard with BH Cosmetics. Their shades are a little bit on the powdery side sometimes, but you get pretty good pigmentation from them. There's just kind of like a little bit of a trade-off, like one or the other. Okay. Fortunately, when you go to blend out the shadow, it does lose a little bit of its vibrancy. So that's a bummer. Oh no. Okay, this shade is a matte shade, but I guess I had a little bit of glitter on the brush. So if you see some shimmer in my eye look, that's what's going on there. Oops, I did it again to my eye. If you watched my last video, you know what I'm talking about. That is, this eye always ends up darker than this eye. It's really annoying. All right, wow, okay. Now that we cleared away all of that fallout, I'm going to take the 405. I don't know what that is. Is that a highway? I'm going to take the 405 and I'm going to put it on my eye. Don't you just love a good rhyme? Anyway, so we're going to put that in the outer corner. This looks like it might be like a little bit chalky and patchy. I tell you what, if you could get this shade to work, very pretty. Very, very pretty. Blends really nicely. I never have a problem getting BH Cosmetics shadows to blend out. Like, they always blend really nicely. Okay, so now I'm going to take Sunset Boulevard. This is such a pretty shade. Can you see that? Oh, look at that. It's a pink shimmer with kind of like an orange gold shift to it. Because it has, well, it has like orange gold glitter in it. I'm gonna put that on the lid. Ooh, wow. It's just as I suspected. It's really pretty. I've been using BH Cosmetics quite a bit on this channel as of lately, and oh my gosh, I'm just super impressed with their shimmery shades. They always look like really nice and wet and shimmery, and they're just so beautiful and unique. I'm just like really falling in love with BH Cosmetics all over again. Like, I tell you, the shadows, like, look at that. No fallout so far, like no fallout. And they blend really nicely. The pigmentation is nice. Sometimes the shades can be a little patchy and they do lose a little bit of that vibrancy when you blend them out, but I think you can build it right back up. It's just so pretty, so pretty. Okay, totally thought I was recording, but I wasn't, so I just spent the past few minutes talking to myself. So I took this white shade in the corner called the Abbey, and I used that to highlight underneath my brow bones. Because, I don't know, usually I would probably use that as a base, but there wasn't like any standout highlight shade that I want to use. Like, sometimes I use a shimmery shade, but I just had the feeling that the shimmery shades would be like, whoa, like super over the top. And that's not the look I was going for here. So, we didn't do that. Okay. And let's see, now I think on the inner corner, I'm going to take Malibu, like looking gold on camera, but it's more of a peach shade. And I'm just going to use that in the inner corners. Runyon Canyon, I said that weird, that brown shade right there. And just continue using that to line the lower lash line. Holy, okay, this shade is a little bit intense with the fallout. It's just simmer it down just a little bit. See what I mean? Do you see it? I'll be right back. And 2 shakes of a lion's tail. You know, I never really understood why YouTubers feel the need to say, I'll be right back. Like, you guys don't know that I left. You're not sitting here waiting for me to do whatever it is I need to do. Like, I could literally turn off the camera, watch an episode of Ginny and Georgia. Who's loving that show, by the way? It is so good. But I could watch an episode of that, come right back, keep on talking, and you would never even know I left. So I don't understand why YouTubers always like, I'll be right back, guys. Like, sorry. I mean, I'm definitely guilty of it too, but it's just an observation I picked up on. So here is the finished eye look. I really like it. I think it is just so fun and summery, which is funny because this palette came out in winter, but clearly it's like spring summer vibes, which I guess that's kind of the thing to do. Start pushing out those spring palettes now before the spring actually comes, but I think it's just such a fun palette. I really like it. I already pretty much gave you my thoughts on this. You know, I do think it is a really good palette. I have been really liking the BH palettes lately. I don't think there's been one lately that I've tried that I didn't like. So if you're like a huge fan of ColourPop and you know, maybe you're getting a little bored with like their constant launches of like the same thing and you're looking to try something a little bit new, different, like branch out to other brands, then I think you probably would enjoy BH Cosmetics because their price levels are about the same. And I think they're both really good brands. Like maybe ColourPop is like a little bit better, but you know, definitely BH Cosmetics is right up there with them. So next up, we are going to be talking about the Aspen palette. Like, ooh, it's so icy. Like this is definitely a winter kind of palette, which is probably why it's called Aspen. And I can't get into it. Ugh. Jeez. That was so dramatic though. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna take Frostbite, which is kind of like this, I don't know how you'd say it. It's like a peachy short. Whoa. There's hair on there. It's like a kind of peachy, pinky sort of shade. So I'm good with colors. All right. Sorry, probably should, oh. It looks peachy in the palette, but it does have like kind of green sparkles in it. And those green sparkles are definitely coming through. Don't know that I like it. Sorry, I was gonna put on face makeup so you could see the highlight better. But then I decided that I was lazy. It's like the story of my life. I was gonna do this and then I decided I was lazy. Oh, hello. That is, ooh, that is a highlight though. That is a highlight. I look like the freaking Tin Man. And I tried to blend it out, but I think I made it worse. Oh my god. Whoa. So if you want, that is insane. I look so ridiculous right now. Okay, so that side looks much better. Okay. Wow, there's no coming back from this, is there? Okay, so if you want a blinding highlight, apparently that is where it is at. BH Cosmetics. Oh my god. I haven't filmed the thumbnail yet. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Guys, what did I do? I went a little too ham. Okay, alright, so there you have it. Wow. I mean, that is blindingly intense. These colors probably aren't very wearable. Like, maybe it'd be good for a festival if we ever have festivals again. I really don't know how much use you would get out of this palette. I mean, if you're someone like me where you like colors and having fun with your makeup and it's just, you know, this might be a little bit of a fun thing to have in your collection to pull out every now and again. But if you're someone who likes the more neutrals, toned down kind of look, yeah, this palette's not for you. I really do like this palette, but again, same kind of deal. You know, the colors in here can be a little bit vibrant, which, you know, if you're looking to play with colors, then maybe this would be more your speed because you do have some more neutral shades, but mostly it's a colorful palette. And if the rest of the shades are indicative, I don't really know, of what's on my lids, then it's probably going to be pretty vibrant on the whole. Does it look any better pulled away? I don't know. So there you have it. There's my review. I don't know what I just did. The YMCA. There you have it. There's my review. Thank you so much for watching. I cannot stop looking at that cheek. That is so, oh my god, that's insane. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I have been on a BH Cosmetics kick lately, and I'm sorry. I have one more video coming up, which is the review of their Aquamarine palette, which is coming in the mail any day now. But after that, I'm going to be doing some other things. So, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. And yeah, that will do it for today's video. Bye!